Crosland, and I would like to thank you for joining us for episode 77, where we will be live watching the Impact episodes from June 22nd and June 29th, 2006. Let me now bring in my co-host and the lover of Slim Jims, and that's Jake Williams. How you doing, Jake?
I do love a Slim Jim. Give me some mechanically separated meat any day of the week.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure. You know what's also good is they have it's like beef jerky, but they like grind it up where it looks like chewing tobacco. That's good too.
Yeah. People, when we used to ride on the bus in high school for like sporting events and stuff like that, people would get that all the time. I remember that being a big fad. But yeah, I've
like
become
meat dust.
Yeah, I've become a lover of beef jerky in the last few years as well, so I definitely get it. But we'll now bring in our experts. First, he is captain of the Chicken Salad Express, and a guy who sent a video earlier this week reminding me of the absurd gimmick matches we have ahead of us on this journey, and that's Ben Locke. How you doing, Ben?
Good evening, Logan. Good evening, everyone. I felt obligated at some point. Like, you know, Jake needs some extended learning. I know he's got his, you know, he's past his student bar now, but you know, he needs to get the PhD master's level. So we've got to advance the learning somehow.
Yeah, I got you. I'm really looking forward to the blindfold cage match we have ahead of us.
For
sure. So, along with all the other really super absurd gimmick matches that we will be given. I think we get like 5 within the Abyss Black Rain rivalry alone. So definitely looking forward to all those. But second, he is my best pal, and he is better than you, Bebe's #1 fan, and that is Lewis Maynard. How you doing, Lewis?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I'm looking forward to this new Jim Cornette era we have in store for ourselves now.
Yeah, so we learned at Slammiversary that Jim Cornette is the new face of TNA management. And actually, to open this show, he will cut a promo. So if everyone has that episode pulled up, we will hit play in 3, 2, 1. TNA Wrestling.
Never gets old.
Mm-mm.
Oh, definitely not. So we get highlights of Slammiversary, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new world champion, and, well, we have a quote-unquote new world champion. We'll see how that gets handled in the first couple episodes here.
Hey, you know, you talked about the upcoming gimmick matches. It's kind of funny that that's happening, considering how much Jim Cornette hates gimmick matches and anything that he says kills the business.
Oh, absolutely. He is an absurd man.
Yeah.
Unless it's like an old school bullshit gimmick match, so he loves those, like a coal miner's glove or some shit.
Yeah, but blindfolded steel cage match seems like something he would absolutely hate.
Right.
On any other show did it.
He had rant for 90 minutes on his podcast about
Yeah.
By the way, we need to talk about Larry and Earl's comedy running out the arena. That was tremendous.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, Larry screwed Christian out of the King of the Mountain match, so that may play a role in our 2 episodes we have tonight as well.
Very, very long intro package video opening tonight. Was that just me?
No, it's definitely lengthy. But that's how we like it, right?
Well, that's what the wife says.
Not mine. I'm just kidding. Only kidding.
Somebody there with a sign about 10 years into the future where it says, Cornette, it's a new day. Yes, it is. Sorry, I can't do the Biggie thing. I apologize to everybody.
Oh, Impact Zone.
He'll be doing that in a couple of years.
Yeah. They doubled the pyro budget tonight, apparently. I think they've added more strobes as well.
Yeah, there are a ton of strobes now.
And Jimmy C is in the middle of the ring.
Mm-hmm. With the belt that he confiscated from Double J.
Mm-hmm. They didn't want to show him walking down the ramp because he hobbled quite hilariously to the ring.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks like he's on stilts. Yeah, his leg, like he had peg legs.
Marky Mark on the front row there with a Fire Zabisco sign, which I'm very pleased to say he's at least spelt it correctly.
Yeah, he really has. I wonder if he had to look it up or if he just knew it off the top of his head.
Well, they gave it to him, so.
Yeah, or it was passed to him, yeah.
I feel like there are a lot of signs. Like, I feel like it has to be like them pushing it.
There are
there's, like,
a lot
way
of
more.
signs very suspiciously written in the same marker and handwriting.
Yeah, they're like one word's red, one word's black. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Somebody,
handwriting.
some poor intern had to spend about 30 minutes making signs.
And I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
this does not look like the handwriting of these gentlemen. That
So they either had markers and poster board ready, and they told them what to draw and put on the signs, or they just gave them to them.
Some
Well, I
Universal
can see-
Studios college intern was given a task.
Mm-hmm.
I can see at least 3 of them.
But Cornette here is basically saying TNA has all the talent in the world, and promise of being the best wrestling company in the world, but it needs to be straightened up. There's a lot of tomfoolery going on. They gave him the power to kind of shake things up, and he's had a lot of closed door meetings with a lot of talent, kind of discussing where he wants them to go and what he wants them to be.
Then just accusing LAX of making a run for the border to get away from their meeting that they were supposed to have earlier in the day.
He does say that.
TNA
The things
started
we're
with
gonna
the
hear
racially
Jim
sensitive
Cornette
material.
Just a little mild racism and sexism.
Oh, with Jim Cornette, it's barely mild.
It's 2006. It's fine. It's 2006. It's fine.
He also makes a joke about Borash. He said if he knocks on his door again, he's going to kick him out of the arena and fire his ass. He said, "When I need you, I'll let you know," because he keeps apparently bothering him.
Now, how long does Jim last? It's a good couple of years, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think he's quite as featured on TV for points, but I think he's around for a good bit. I think he's around until he goes to Ring of Honor, honestly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not a short run.
I will look it up. But they chant fire Jarrett too, and that's kind of what he's talking about now, because that makes him talk about the belt. Says he's going to make a decision by next week. He has to think it over. So
there's a few people in the crowd there with a Paparazzi Productions T-shirt on, which I'm quite jealous of. Not gonna lie.
That's something I need to get on Amazon and try to find.
Isaiah Lewis, you need to find that on eBay.
That is one I would buy. I still haven't gone back and gotten the
Jimmy
Hart lemonade. I value my health too much.
I'm pretty sure it would just be like motor oil at this point too. So
Sure.
it's fermented.
Oh God. So he lasts until 09, 06. 09.
Okay, cool. All right. So just before Hogan and Bishop come in.
Yeah.
Just before the brand gets ruined.
So apparently
All that still to come, fans.
Mm-hmm. Apparently he's been at Ring of Honor before this, but the time he goes in 09 is when he's like the head, like authority figure on TV.
Yeah, he was at Ring of Honor when Ring of Honor was really good, right?
Yeah. Or at least when it was ramping up for sure.
Judging by the top of Jim's forehead, he really doesn't like these bright lights.
Yeah.
I've told you before. There's no air conditioning in there.
God, it must smell like a fucking
Oh!
smell of that place. I mean, like
Orlando Amusement Park in the middle of June.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
sweat sock.
Yeah, that is an un-AC'd studio in Orlando, Florida in late June. I'm sure it's smeltering in there.
yeah, they're zooming in on his like pores. Like they're really into doing that zoomed in angle on his face.
Cornette's one of those people when he cuts a promo though. You can't if you've got the sound turned down, you can't tell if he's angry or if he's just saying hi, how are you? Because he just always looks like that same like.
Oh God.
Talking.
You can tell. You can tell Jeff Jarrett's angry here because he's dressed like a divorced dad in a sit-down hoodie with no undershirt and sweatpants.
He's got a hoodie on skin.
Yeah.
Jarrett's prepared for the conditions.
He looks like a single mom after a weekend alone with the kid.
I wouldn't be surprised if Juicy was embroidered on his ass.
Oh,
Oh, we begin with a tag title match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
With
just
the
wait.
new champions.
Just wait till you see who they're facing, Ben. Just wait.
Oh,
You'll love it.
I think they said it already, but I'm not sure.
Oh, it will be entertaining for sure.
See, I think we've mentioned this before, but I am pleased to see that both guys have gone for the matching gear colours and gear at least.
I am. Very
What
glad.
a sign!
Oh yeah, that was handmade. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that one was.
AJ Styles on that sign looked like Tito Ortiz.
He also told LAX they have to wrestle again or they're going to be fired. That was something else he said while he was talking to them, while being very racist at the same time.
While being very racist.
Yeah, he also slipped a time zone joke in there at some point. He was like, I know
Okay.
time zones are different in Mexico City where you're from.
Oh, what's going on in that? Oh, we cut
Just
from
Jimmy.
actual TNA to Samoa Joe's face.
Mhm. She was telling us that they will preview the swimsuit magazine, I think is what she was saying.
Oh.
Some kind of swimsuit video that they had put out. Of all
Oh,
the ladies.
God, look who's here.
It's going to be a short reign for AJ and Daniels here.
Hey, they're on a 2-match winning streak. You need to watch out.
I'll say, didn't they beat them the other week?
They did.
Ah,
That is
speaking of
probably
which-
why they
Speaking
aired
of
it.
which,
Yeah, here we go.
3 weeks ago.
Ooh. Nothing like a bat off the top of the head. Oh no, that was a
Billy Club.
Billy Club. Sorry. I apologize. But yeah, hell of a banger to start off the show. The new tag champs, AJ and Daniels versus Skipper and David Young. A main event.
I
Anywhere.
mean, this really is a reminder of how far he looks to fall in the fact, him and no, he won't face Daniels. No.
An event anywhere in the country.
An event.
An event anywhere in a studio in Universal Studios. And nowhere else.
Any studio in the universe.
The just dramatic change in body types David Young has gone through through the course of this
Right.
podcast.
Yeah, I feel like you can tell when he's on a cycle and like when he's not, because he's like either super fat or he's.
Oh, right now he is on a binger of some sort. He has been on a steady diet of Wendy's and Chipotle.
Oh God.
I feel, Logan, because we, like you say, we're on episode 77, so we've only got 23 episodes to go to the big century. Like,
Mhm.
we should go back now and screenshot like David Young through the body through the months.
Yeah, because he was like super big when we started, and then I feel like about midway he got like ripped.
Mhm.
Like I think it was when they first started advertising for
When
Morpho.
Morphoplex came in, yeah. He was hitting the steroids hard for that.
Morphoplex, conveniently not an advertiser for TNA anymore at this point.
But then I'm like, can he even afford steroids? Like,
Probably not.
I'm
That
sure he's been
that was
ripping
mean,
the
James.
copper wiring out of houses to pay for it.
Helix there, just reminding everybody. Hey, remember when I used to walk the ropes and do cool shit?
Yeah, David Young has to work a second job as the Popeye mascot
After he gets into wrestling.
to afford his steroids. That
Dave,
aren't
he's got to be some sort of bouncer in a club now, hasn't he, David?
You know, with his body type and how talentless he is, he's probably a trainer somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
That seems to be how that works.
If I can get some intel on what David Young's up to.
He last wrestled a match in Sipsey, Alabama in 2013. I'm just kidding.
See,
I'm
that
no, I'm
actually
kidding.
doesn't sound like something you'd be kidding about.
I'm totally kidding.
Now,
Gotcha.
see, now all of that sounded quite plausible. Like Sipsey, Alabama sounds like a genuine place.
It
to
really,
me.
it is a real place. So.
Oh, it is a real place.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
The
always
last,
learn something on these shows.
I don't know if he last wrestled, but it says whatever, Great Championship Wrestling severed ties on my birthday, August 22nd, 2008.
Oh.
And he lives in Chatsworth, Georgia, currently.
Our birthdays are only 5 days apart, Jake. That's nice.
Wow.
I am.
So we're both within a striking distance of David Young getting excommunicated for Great Championship Wrestling.
The headmistress from Matilda just took out Simon Diamond, leading to this win for AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. And still champions.
AJ and Daniel's new manager, Mrs. Trunchbull.
That's the name. Great value Trunchbull.
Ben, what did you say your birthday was?
August 17th.
Okay, so David Young's is August 25th, so he's right around y'all as well.
Oh.
David
So
Young
he almost got.
he's in his early 30s here.
Good lord.
I share my birthday with three reasonably cool people. I know that. So, Paige or Soraya, that's one of them. Robert De Niro and the French footballer Thierry Henry. So I'm quite pleased with my three celebrity birthdays.
Go ahead.
I only know him from Ted Lasso because every time he's on, it's shut up, Thierry Henry.
So EY is petrified that he's going to get fired, so he's constantly listening in on the meetings that Cornette's having. And he asked JB all about it.
He is like a cartoon character.
He
looks like he's from like a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Really does.
Like his mannerisms, everything.
He looks like the dysfunctional older brother on like a Disney Channel show.
Right.
Here's my usual reminder that 4 out of the 5 people in this scene are on weekly wrestling. And Borat is like one of the head people behind the scenes of another.
Yeah. It's truly incredible that any of these guys still work.
Whoever on the Impact Wiki who did David Young's signature moves is doing some heavy lifting.
Okay.
Oh, did they
like
really?
The scoop power slam, running sit out power bomb, the moonsault.
Oh, God.
Nicknames: the Messiah of the Spinebuster, which I think we've heard before, and then the Master of the Cab Driver Slam.
Oh my God. Cab driver slam.
Sounds like a sandwich you'd buy in Philadelphia.
Oh my God.
I'll have a cab driver slam with all the trimmings, please.
That's what he's been eating.
Yeah, definitely. He will not be with us very much longer. He leaves TNA in 2007, so he'll make it into the next year, but not quite much further. Apparently, he was in the Reverse Battle Royal they did at Slammiversary last year.
Speaking of people who aren't going to be with us for much longer.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out to his fart explosions.
Do we know what his actual last show is? Because I feel like, obviously, I know Sean appears when he wants, but I feel like we might have to do like an in memoriam for Monty's whole career, like just the 5 of us.
Monty Brown. Let's see. It is not too far away, but I don't want to lie. Let's see. He didn't wrestle at Slammiversary. I think he is at Victory Road. He has a match, I believe. Yep, him and somebody have a match at Victory Road. Let's see if he's at Hard Justice.
Who is Monty facing right now?
This is our very good friend's child diddler, Chasing Rats. Our favorite child diddler.
And Greasy Penis seems to be wearing his own refereeing gear.
Oh yeah,
he's got a custom outfit.
Yeah, Greasy P has his own refereeing outfit now. He's been wearing the shorts, but he switched to the black shirt now.
Oh God.
Oh.
We're gonna miss that.
So he is at Hard Justice, but I do not know that he's there much longer after that.
Oh, okay.
Because
and Hard Justice is the August show, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Victory Road's our next pay-per-view, and then Hard Justice after that.
Yeah.
Hey, Monty Brown, you strawberry, why don't you join LAX?
With your strong Latino roots.
Yeah, who knew the Serengeti was located in Latin America?
Oh, yeah, it's just south of Guadalajara. You didn't know?
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's in Puerto Rico.
Panama Canal was built through it.
Yeah. He's basically saying he's a minority, so he needs to join their cause. But he also insults Ron Killing somewhere throughout this.
Like, what is their cause? All they do is sit at the announce table and like.
Yeah, I don't know. They just don't want to be held down anymore because they're Latino. I don't know.
Is it
stupid and Conan.
Is it wrong to me to say as well that these people behind Conan are clearly the people who've just come in from the park? Like, you've got the regulars in front of the camera. These behind Conan are we just don't give a shit. And it's raining outside. We've come in.
Over one of his shoulders is a teddy bear also. Somebody's holding a teddy bear that they clearly won in the theme park.
Yeah, they put it on the basketball shooting game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dory Funk Jr. was sitting behind Don West on one of our previous episodes.
Mm-hmm. Ah. It was our last show. Huh.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
that's
yes. Oh,
see, they blend together because we recorded them so close together. So
here comes Ron the Truth Killings.
So when they come into the Impact Zone, obviously they go out and reach out to people, say, "Hey, you want to come watch our show?" And then the next question is, how much have you watched and how invested are you in what you're about to see? And then they're like, I'll put him behind the LAX announce desk. If they say, no, I'm kind of whatever.
We like the wrestling.
Oh, I'm a big wrestling fan. And then they put them in the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Truth's shirt is like an optical illusion. Like it's like
it really is.
It's one of those third eye. It's like one of those third eye pictures.
Yeah.
Something you see through a damn kaleidoscope. It's made out of like hammock material. It's a shirt. It can also be an outdoor chair that you can like hang on the ceiling.
That old grandma there really invested about 2 rows back from Conan.
Those guys behind Truth are like super into it. Especially the guy in red.
Guy in the Jets. Would that be Jets number 10 at that stage? Who's that going to be?
Who is it?
There's a guy behind Truth with a Jets shirt on with the number 10.
Is that Chad Pennington? Is he at the? No. Yeah, no, he wasn't at the Dolphins yet. Was that who that was?
I think it was a Jet. Anyway, it's a green American football shirt in the same color as the Jets.
I don't know what number Pennington was, but I think he.
Yeah, that is a Jets jersey.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think he was with the. Yeah, he was with the Jets. That's who it is.
Oh, Truth.
You
it was Pennington. It was Pennington.
Yeah.
Good call, Logan.
I don't know much, but I think
That is
See, that's why.
not true.
See, that's why. That's why I rely on you guys for this.
Knows
Favre
every
would be there
random
soon, though,
obscure
right?
sports fact. Oh, I don't know too much.
Y'all always gave me more credit than I deserved, though. I just knew stupid sports facts.
I just know obscure British ones. So that's, you're a step up from me.
Wrestling is like really into the idea of like a faction of minorities that are heels, like that are fighting for like being held down or something. They are really big on portraying them as heels.
Which is so strange, but I mean,
yeah, it's wrestling.
Yeah, I was just say I was gonna say it's strange, but I get it somehow at the same time. As stupid as that sounds.
So Eric Young is like worried about his job here, right? For whatever reason,
Yes.
I guess he thinks Cornette's gonna.
Yeah. Okay. So in the promo earlier, Cornette also said he was going to fire somebody next week. He didn't say who, but he said somebody needs to be worried about their job. So that petrified Eric Young, and he's like, "Oh, I know it's gonna be me. I know it's gonna be me. I everything bad always happens to me," and he's freaking out. So JB's trying to reassure him.
Jay Lethal and Saban very happy. Oh yes, doing the old high
That was the
five.
most awkward handshake.
Chris Saban, the most white man ever, tried to do the secret
He's
handshake.
very.
Yeah, he's the worst. He may be the most awkward adult human being that has ever lived in life.
Just ever.
Ever.
Oh, Christian's going in.
Christian calls JB Ryan Seacrest here.
Okay, can we talk about whatever this thing is that Christian's got round his neck?
Yeah, that's a hell of a
Rosary?
Yeah, I think it is a rosary.
Yeah, look,
It's like a
cross,
it's like
there's a cross
rosary.
at the end.
It has a gigantic cross hanging from it or something at the bottom.
Yeah, that's definitely a
Well,
rosary.
his name is Christian, so.
There you go.
Tell you what, Lewis, that is some hard hitting journalism right there.
Imagine if he didn't have the rights from WWE and they had to call him Catholic.
Catholic Cage.
Catholic Cage.
Have we got some backyard wrestling going on here?
So, Jake, go on mute and listen to this. It's worth it. I promise. It's not, but it is. So, for Lewis and Ben, they are about to tell Yo Mama jokes back and forth.
Ah, yeah.
That
I
person
remember
was
that.
actually pretty good.
And they even have Greasy P there to officiate it.
He looks so happy to be holding the microphone as well.
And of course, they have Saban and all the poor X Division guys like cheering on. Oh, there he goes, being extremely white again.
Look at Saban trying to do hand actions.
They have the security and the X Division cheering this on.
And the tag champions right behind
Yeah,
him.
I'd say Daniels and Styles are there in the background too. I bet AJ's like, they don't pay me enough for this shit. Why are we watching this crap?
This is what hell's gonna be for me. This right here. It's like the Billy Madison thing. Like that was the most profoundly stupid thing I've ever heard. Everyone in this room is dumber.
That is the most insanely idiotic
Sandler
thing
reference.
I've ever heard.
That's fine. I got the reference. Don't worry.
What a nightmare blunt rotation.
I
BG
know.
James and Bubba Ray Dudley.
So now, Brother Ray is insulting his father. So
Yeah.
Somebody just got him to pop by saying, "How old is he?"
he's older than fucking dirt. I wish he would have said that.
I love the Jeff Hardy poster in the background there.
Poster, yeah.
Right, and they gotta have like Daniels and all these guys like around like a bunch of losers. Like it's so stupid.
So we've had the street fight in this. That was at Slammiversary, wasn't it? The street fight, if I remember right.
It was some kind of no holds barred kind of match. Yeah.
Yes.
But this leads to a 6-man.
Oh, poor Bubba. God.
Yes, I remember the 6-man tag. Yes, because it's quite the partner choice for the two teams.
Mm-hmm.
God, I can't get over how bad that was. Like it makes me want to
you had to listen to it.
I know, but I mean, like, just as a segment, and then having like all of them, like a bunch of dorks laughing at these awful jokes from these stupid assholes.
Oh, good
God,
that steel chair shot.
That was a good one.
Oh, here he is. Here he comes to save the day.
Here comes Brother Runt.
Best sells in the business.
The acid drop. They actually call it the Dudley drop.
Yeah, I don't think he can get away with calling it the acid drop.
They can't call it the acid drop because WWE.
TNA just called it the 3D drop.
Oh, is that what he called it?
Ah!
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't
But
remember.
it'll probably get renamed 5 more times.
Yeah. Can't call it
Well,
the
yeah,
acid drop. 'Cause that's what it was in ECW, and WWE owns ECW, and they can't call it the Dudley Dog because that's what they called it in WWE. So
Yeah, because WWE owns Dudley, so that's why they're Team 3D, aren't they?
and their Brother Ray and Brother Devon, and not Devon Dudley and Bubba Ray Dudley.
Brother Run.
And Brother Runt, and not Spike.
Brother Run looks like if Blake Christian got like did the thing where he's like in a cartoon or something, he's in a big sweatsuit, and he comes back out and he's like half his size.
He looks like Captain America before the Super Show.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, he's like the Blake Christian, like not the like skinny Captain America.
God. He is a tiny man. But basically, Brother Ray there said they have a third guy, and they challenge BG and Kip to find somebody that
Oh, yes.
to be their brother.
Yes.
He looks like the first person that tested positive for HIV.
Oh no! Magic Johnson? I'm just kidding.
Brother Run.
So, Jake, if they pick Brother Rudd, just think of the total opposite person to him, and that's...
Think of somebody who could absolutely destroy Brother Runt, and that's who BG and Kip's partner is going to be.
So you think since Christian's got the rosary on, this thing Borash has is that representative of his religion, whatever it is? His little silver. What's Borash's religion? Flying spaghetti monster or something.
Oh, God. Scientology.
That's probable.
Borash.
He is
Well, here comes the swimsuit episode.
Mm-hmm. Or the sexy pics episode. I don't know. Ooh, Tracy in SoCal. This is our last appearance of Jackie Gata, of course.
It coming out of the bar thing, in my brain now, it's like she's covered herself in like seltzer water though, or like soda water, which seems kind of.
And she's got a bulldog.
I'm assuming this is pre-pregnancy, of course.
Mm.
I don't know, maybe not. We haven't seen Tracy in a while. We haven't seen Michael Shane in a while, so makes sense.
How many copies of this does Sean own? It's going on eBay.
Well, he does have a type.
Camera's gonna be vertigo though.
Mm-hmm. The only pages stuck together in that magazine are the Tracy pages, though, of course.
This is more camera cuts than a modern episode of Monday Night Raw.
Right.
Christy was naked in those pictures.
Yeah.
And Sue Calval was pretty much naked.
I can only imagine what the music is in this segment.
Well, this is post Christy Hemi's Playboy cover, wasn't it?
Yes, because she did that while she was still on WB.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tell you a story from work this week. So I went to see Oppenheimer on Monday as we're recording this, and we have a lady at work who is a a lesbian lady. So I was talking about what a great film it was. And, no, you'll understand why I've made that point in a second. And I was about how amazing it is as a film. And then I was like, and something else for the pervs amongst us is Florence Pugh totally naked twice, and for some reason she got very excited at that information. That more than the film.
I too became very excited while watching that film. Shin-chi. Though I prefer the Barbie movie.
My 3-inch penis became very hard in my pants.
I tried to do both films on this. I did both films on the same day, of course.
How did they manage to get 2 sex scenes into an Oppenheimer movie?
I think she's just kind of naked in one of them.
Okay, I'm not.
Yeah, they're having. Yeah, the second one, they're clearly having a chat after relations.
She's just kind of in a chair. I haven't seen it either, but I've seen it on Twitter. I'll say.
I just have to scroll. That's
the first scene is a full sex scene, Lewis, and then the second one is a chat after. A bit later,
does he have
when he goes
play on his famous quote? "I have become hard, destroyer of puss."
I heard somebody. I saw something that said he got the Sloppenheimer.
Man.
Oh.
All right. So at the pay-per-view, go ahead, Ben.
Now, as I say, I've got the football on the big screen, and your girls have just gone 1-0 down. Carry on.
Oh, boo. Anyways, so at the pay-per-view, they had a X Division 6-way fuck fest, and by being the last 2 guys in that match, Sanjay Dutt and Cincy got a title shot.
Who are we playing tonight, Ben?
You are playing the Netherlands.
Ah.
They're quite good, aren't they?
Yeah.
But you're meant to be the best.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Oh, yeah. Now Eric Young's in the crowd with his "Don't fire Eric Young." That was JB's advice. He said, "Make sure they don't fire you." By,
I bet Eric wrote his own side.
It's a fun tidbit. The top 5 wrestling DVDs on Amazon.com at this time: WrestleMania 22, The Dusty Rhodes Story, and Best of Samoa Joe was in there.
I have that Best of Samoa Joe DVD. It's a fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that hurt.
I don't know if I ever owned a single wrestling DVD.
Wow.
Oh, I had many. Got rid of them. I think I finally got rid of them all about 5 years ago.
They always had a somewhat steady rotation of about 5 or 6 in Blockbuster back in the day. I rent it from Blockbuster every now and then.
I got rid of all. That's right. I got rid of all the pay-per-views, because obviously, with the network and stuff. And then I kept but I did keep all the, the documentary ones and the countdown ones.
Mm-hmm.
You never knew when they were going to appear on the network. So you're like, I'll keep these ones.
I think by this time I was able to start downloading shows and stuff with torrents and totally illegal measures.
Daily Motion.
Yep. Me and Lewis were watch wrestling by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Watchwrestling.net.co.
Oh yeah, that was the best back in the day.
Look at them kicks. Go on,
There's .net, watchwrestling.net.
Mm-hmm.
So of course we're going
terribly timed commercial break.
I was going to say, of course we go for a commercial then.
Terrible.
Ooh. Heck, I still use that site to watch ROH, so I don't have to pay for Honor Club. I'm also currently using it to watch the G1. What'd you say?
I said it was a weird submission that Shin-Chi tried to lock in there. I was like a weird
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Drop kick to the baby maker.
Oh! Oh! God, that hurt. Right to the back of the head.
Behind
Whatever
you,
Sanjay, he's all fucked up. I guess he got creamed at the pay-per-view. I don't remember what he did at the pay-per-view, if I'm being honest.
He he was the runner-up in this, the 6-way X Division.
Gotcha.
And Senshi absolutely killed him.
Fun main event.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of damn kicks in this match. They're kicking the shit out of each other.
I was gonna say they are laying in some punches and some strikes here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
That's concussion number 3. Oh Jesus!
I was listening. I was telling you guys a couple of weeks ago. I was listening to that show you guys did with Jenny, where she's like, "I don't get Samoa Joe." I was like, "What?" I was doing my best not to send her a message right there and then, going, "What the are you talking about, girl?"
Well, I think she's only really seen like late Samoa Joe, and I kind of don't blame her, but
He doesn't bleed enough for Jenny. If they don't get busted open every match, they're not going to be her favorite.
Well, that's true. Yeah. He hasn't been hit by enough light bulbs yet.
Mm-hmm. Deathmatch Jenny.
So based on Sanjay Dutt, fighting Shinji is like a light tube match because he breaks your skin with his kicks because Sanjay is like all kind of scraped up. Oh man.
Sliced bread number 2.
Solito de Sol.
Yeah, that was the Solito de Sol. That's right.
This has been good fun. This match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they actually shot that really well. Like you could just barely see Steiner in the back. Good job, TNA. We got kids. Is that a kid behind him with his like bugged out eyes?
Oh God, what a kick!
I don't think they gave that person in the crowd the Steiner stole my roids sign. That's an original.
Oh my
gosh! His chest.
Warrior's way.
God, he calls it the coup de grace because it's like the end of your career if he does it. Because he fucking slams your sternum into your heart.
Samoa
winner
and is no longer X Division champion.
That's wild.
He is still unpinned, but he is no longer the X Division champion.
Samoa Joe off to the heavyweight division with you.
And now that's not Joe's first loss, right? He's lost like a tag team match or something before.
Well, he's lost the Ultimate X, right? Because he was too fat.
Yeah. He's never been pinned or tapped.
Yeah, they always specify he's undefeated because he's never been pinned.
Yeah. I think they'll do that with Christian Cage too, for a while. That he's never been pinned or tapped.
Our geometric debut that will happen soon enough. We'll have something to say about that for Mr. Joe, but our geometric.
It makes it sound like he's like a Sesame Street character.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
Bert Triangle.
Our geometric friend. He's like the countless shapes.
I'm gonna come tell you about shapes now.
The 3 types of triangles: isosceles, equilateral.
Don't forget your Pythagorean theorem.
I was going to say Sesame Street teaches Pythagoras.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
How many Percocets have I taken? 1, 2.
1 gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Wait, actually, Kurt, he would be the Perky Monster.
The Perky Monster. Oh God.
Oh Jesus.
Jake, what did you think of that first episode?
I thought it was very good. You got the Cornette stuff, so that's new. The main event was fun. Got a title change. Things were happening. That's a good impact. That's like a 6 6 or 7. Let's go with 6.
All right. Ben, what about you?
Yeah, I think it was one of those shows where actual things happen, which doesn't, we can't say that too often on these shows. And that main event is probably one of the best we've seen in a while. So I'll go a scooch higher. I'll go 6.5.
All right, Lewis, what about you?
I'll go a scooch higher than that. I'll give it a 7. I thought all the out of ring stuff was good, with LAX beating down R-Truth, with the Eric Young trying not to get fired stuff. The swimsuit shoot gives the knockout something to do, and then the matches were decent. So I think it was a pretty good show.
I concur. Well, of course, we get our opening little regular package to open this, and kind of some highlights from last week. I believe we will have Mr. Christian Cage opening the show.
Oh,
on this episode. So,
interview or match?
He comes out with a mic. I won't say he necessarily gets interviewed. He kind of just talks. Sting at the end of that episode said something about he got exactly what he wanted, but he does not specify what that is. So Christian is paranoid about what that means.
And they have not moved any of the crowd around, because I saw the same exact fans in the same exact locations.
I was going to say the duo wearing the paparazzi production T-shirts are still there.
Mm-hmm. And then there was the lady in the mesh shirt with white bra. She was there last episode.
That's not just any lady.
Oh, was that SoCal?
That's SoCal.
Yeah. It took me a second. It took me a second for that to register.
Yep. She, I mean, I don't think they've named her yet, but she's like officially like a ring girl. She gets like the jackets and.
Yeah, she was in the promo. Oh my God, the winged collar on this Christian shirt. He ran out of starch on that. Oh my God.
Oh good lord.
A 70s pimp does not have a collar that popped.
And that shirt is very wrinkled too. He did not too much starch and not enough of a drying cycle.
Fashion statement is wrapped up. Oh wait a minute, wrong show. Sorry.
Hebner screwed Cage. Oh, and then the embroidery on the front of the shirt.
Yep.
He may be like the most fashion challenge wrestler ever. Like, I don't know, guy just got to him so in the Ruthless Aggression timeline, he just got the haircut after winning the belt, and that's good. But then he comes out with he has these huge bell bottom jeans almost, and then instead of a belt, he has a leather tassel as a belt. And I mean, I know he's supposed to be a douche, but it's good lord. But here he's not. He's supposed to kind of be
cool.
I know he's he's trending heelish. I feel like now a little bit. He's kind of getting more tweener.
Yeah.
And
he's the embodiment of living in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah. And it's weird now, isn't it? Now he is a douche, and he's got the turtleneck. He's got it down absolutely down pat, and like boys say, his fashion sense is just absolutely atrocious here. But today he's got it down to a T.
I love that he wrestles in the turtleneck.
The turtleneck's amazing.
A sleeveless turtleneck.
Yeah, that's true.
to make it even better.
He needs to just cut off the bottom part of it and the sleeves and just make it a dickie.
crop top turtleneck.
Yeah.
Return of the Dickie.
That was a song, wasn't it?
Return of the Dick.
Oh. So Christian,
I'm glad Mark Morris made it over there. That's pleased me greatly.
Oh yeah, that song slaps. But Christian is convinced that Cornette's going to give him back the title because he got screwed at Slammiversary later on tonight, because they are going to hold a company-wide meeting at the end of tonight's show.
Oh yes, there's a few of these, aren't there? I remember they were all right, to be fair, as I remember.
Yep. So basically, at the end of this episode, Cornette will invite the entire roster out, and he will make some declarations.
Will there be enough room for everybody, though? That's the question.
Shockingly, no. I'm just playing. I think some people like don't come because they don't want to or whatever, but I think most everybody's out there. Some people stand by the ring, some people stand on the ramp, somebody stand at the top of the ramp.
By the way, there is a lot of hair product on display here between these two.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. I'm convinced Sting's hair at this point is just a helmet.
Oh yeah, he sprays that thing down so much.
No way it's real.
It's Lego hair, yeah. He snaps it on and off.
Or it's like or there's like a little hair there, but it's like that spray stuff that you can make it look like. Or I don't really know how it works, but you can make it look like you have hair or whatever.
Now this is somewhat TNA related, but no, go ahead, Logan.
No, go ahead. No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
I was say this is somewhat TNA related, but this is right around the time when the big wrestling news. This is where RVD and TNA, who comes in every 3 months, Sabu, got arrested or whatever, right? I think we were right around that time.
I think we are. I think that's correct.
So, big happenings.
Yep, he had won the WWE title, and then he fucks up because he's an idiot. He finally.
If you want to have a smoke and a drive, then it's fine.
Not in this country. I'm just kidding.
Jack Swagger also learns that lesson in a few years from this point.
In Biloxi, Mississippi, for that matter.
Ooh.
We are the reason.
How times have changed, because then you get Matthew Riddle in the WWE today.
Mm-hmm.
The walking bong.
Yep.
Impact have the walking weapon. WWE have the walking bomb.
Oh God. So Jake, you were right about spot on. He loses the WWE and ECW championships the next week. So that just happened.
So he's gonna be showing up in Impact Zone. No.
He not for a little bit.
He will eventually.
Yeah, he will eventually.
I don't think it's that far from.
No, he didn't show up until 2022.
Yeah. RVD is the later one. That's right.
I would have loved to have been like a fly on the wall that meeting between Vince and RVD. When RVD just walks into whichever town it was in that we go to that night. How is everybody? Yeah, fine.
Hey Vince, how you doing, man?
Oh, Jarrett's got changed at least. He's going for a night out after this.
He's wearing
a nice
my
paisley shirt.
He's wearing my grandma's shirt that she wore 15 years ago.
Like,
I mean, legit. That's the kind of shirt my grandma wore.
This is like amoebas on a shirt. What is that?
Just paisley print. Man.
Just imagine being Karen Jarrett all those years, and she looked at that, and I know he's supposed to look like an asshole because he is an asshole on this program, but just imagine looking at that and be like, "Yep, I want to fuck that." Mm-hmm. Yep. Looks like
Karen Jarrett would be something we call a gold digger.
Nah,
and Jeff Jarrett, say what you will about him, has a lot of money.
That's true. She's also attracted to people who have drug problems, apparently. So
I was gonna say, imagine being Karen Jarrett.
He was an alcoholic. Sorry.
being with Kurt, and then looking at that and thinking, "Yeah, that's a step up."
Oh, yeah. Eric Young scared by the fireworks. Could be implications for a future gimmick.
Scott DeMore in the neck brace.
Yep. He got gored by Rhino at Slammiversary, so he's selling the pain.
Still doing the barks through the pain.
Yeah. He was more like,
I did shed a tear at the Team Canada reunion 17 years later.
I'm so glad they played the music too. I'm glad they didn't do it and not play the great Team Canada theme.
If they could have got Rude and Petey just for one night, that would just been everything.
I think they could have easily just traded Petey over there for a night, because I mean he's on television splitting up fights and stuff like that, but he's never been really named, so, but I understand at the same time. So we've got Petey Williams and EY versus Jay Lethal and Sabin here.
Is this what Jay and Sabin was so happy about, the fact they're getting a match here?
I think they're just happy dudes, man.
They're sort of good move from those great Joe Monty jokes earlier.
It had something to do with Kevin Nash, because they mentioned his name when they were coming out of the office.
Yeah, I believe at Victory Road they will be facing Kevin Nash and Alex Shelley. So I think that's what they were excited about. Because Sabin faced Nash at the pay-per-view and lost because Shelley got involved.
Mm-hmm.
And then EY doesn't want to cheat because he doesn't want to get fired, right? That's what I see. Yeah.
He wants to impress and make Mr. Cornette happy, so he doesn't get his ass fired later in the show.
I hope it leads to him like splitting off from Team Canada, because it makes him like a babyface. Because he's definitely like the highlight of Team Canada at this point.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like Petey's good in the ring, but they don't like. They're just kind of there at this point.
I feel like he is one of the first to split away from Team Canada.
Oh no, guys, keep that in mind.
I was about to say, keep watching.
Yeah, because he does the like superhero Eric Young thing for a little bit there.
Mm-hmm. Just wait till the company meeting later. You'll see.
Just keep the meeting in mind.
Color me intrigued.
I try not to spoil things for Jake, but keep the meeting in mind.
Things may happen. And remember, somebody's getting fired, and we're getting to know who the NWA champion is.
Ooh.
Getting to know you. Oh no, sorry.
Welcome back to Getting to Know Joe. This has been a good little tag so far.
It has.
What does that sign say on the front row? Don't
fire Eric.
Oh, don't fire Eric.
Don't fire Eric Young.
They actually get
but they've done a bit of a mixed font there. Like they've used the black and the red pen for that one.
Ooh.
God, Eric Young's the best.
Reminds me of like a David Arquette character. Like,
yeah.
If people actually liked watching David Arquette.
It's so weird watching like this guy, and even the guy in NXT, and even like late day Impact, like with all the tattoos and everything. And this guy, such a clean cut young man.
It is a drastic change, yeah.
And now he sounds like he fucking gargled screws in his throat, and he could barely.
Oh, he always had that 40. He always had that 40 a day voice.
Yeah. It wasn't quite as raspy back here though. I mean, he still has it a little bit, but just sounds like he just fucking gargles Drano all the time.
He was just on one pack a day at this point.
Yeah. He only ate nails for breakfast at this point. He hadn't moved to bags of thumbtacks yet. Like, I think this Eric Young could still yell. I legitimately think current day Eric Young, if he tried to yell, it would just be like a high pitched noise. It would just be like. He does have a cool voice, though. I will say that. He tagged his foot.
Headbutt right to the groin.
Right into the maple leaf.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Eric Young with a kip up.
God.
God, Jay Lethal was so good.
What a sell that is.
So while I'm predicting things, is Sting going to get betrayed for like the 18,000th time in his career? Is Christian going to turn on him? You don't have to tell me, but I'm skeptical.
It's definitely a possibility. Also.
All right.
Sting's got to be up there, hasn't he, for like the most trusting guy in wrestling.
Oh my God!
Johnny
Apparently,
Devine.
Paparazzi Productions has drafted Johnny Devine. How does Team Canada feel about this?
Fine, I think.
Oh,
That was a good destroyer.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, a nice flip.
Yeah, and it's only like it's like a pile driver at the end, like truly. Instead of just like going flying, he really looked like he landed. Lethal he's taking some bumps in TNA, like since he's shown up. Like
He shakes head.
Take the referee's
Nah, Lethal was a good guy at first. He played his role, did what he was asked. He gets paid for it, you know.
Oh, this shit. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Come on, guys! If you want to be like the franchise, you have to do push-ups in the middle of the ring. Come on.
Oh my god, Doo-Doo looks so stupid with this little do-rag.
You could just stop.
All three of them look stupid in their do rags.
Doo-doo with a stupid do-rag.
This do-do rag.
What is Shane Douglas wearing? That hat is abysmal. That's not even a do rag.
This is another camera that's giving me vertigo. Good God, it's so blurry. Like
I feel like I have pretty good vision, and my eyes are like completely
Oh.
fucked.
Watch this in a swimming pool.
I love how they have like the mood lighting going on for this.
It's got them run stadiums.
Oh.
Make
Like,
Candy
was this-
proud, you assholes.
He
feel
needs to
like
get David
we need some,
Young on
like-
this regimen.
Yeah,
I
really.
feel like we need some Rocky style music for this montage.
I feel like Shane Douglas was wearing like the what was Rocky's trainer's name? Mickey. He had like the Mickey beanie hat on.
Oh, we're being blessed tonight. A second Monty Squash.
Another Monty. Y'all will also be very excited with who he faces here.
Monty did not take the time to change. He's wrestling in the same gear.
It is Norman Smiley.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, what a dream match.
Screaming Norman.
Norman Smiley.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the volume turned down, but please tell me that Mike today does the Smiley bit.
I think I may have walked out of the room at this point in the show when I watched it, so might have been like, this is gonna be a squash, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
But we get the big wiggle.
Come on.
I don't think we quite get the big wiggle, but we did get hands there. Oh,
Come on, give us 80s Norman Smiley. Put him in a triangle choke or some shit.
the fucking octopus lock or some shit like that.
Yeah, like
To be fair, I don't think
80s.
Monty's going to stand. I don't think Monty's going to stand for any of that shit.
So Norman obviously looks like he could be 30 or 85 at this point, so, like he always did.
How old is Norman Smiley? Yes. Oh, God. Somebody in the front row just got a nice Monty Brown loogie to the face.
Ooh, that was a good uppercut. That
oh
he just did.
God, he landed right on his tailbone. Fuck.
Oh,
God.
Oh, poor Norman.
Norman
That was
doesn't
true.
deserve this.
That was actually the sack of shit slam he just hit.
Mhm.
Oh, this one's gonna be good.
Oh, God. That's a
good
collapsed
squash.
lung.
Oh God. Norman
Somebody take
Smiley
him back
was
to the home.
Thanks for coming,
was-
Norman.
he was 41 at this point, so he actually kind of.
I wonder if
Does
we
it.
went back and counted like how many real matches Monty has. Like non-squash matches, like 6
Oh, God.
total matches that are like real matches.
Yeah, I guess any pay-per-view match he has. So not
Right.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just reeling from the fact that I am the same age as Norman Smiley was at this point.
Well, the
I've got a
good thing
good
is he
decade to
looked. The good thing is he looked like that for his entire career. So.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh man. We have AMW coming out.
Well, they're not happy with Dawn and Mike.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but Chris Harris has an ongoing feud with Don West for some reason. Harris has decided he's going to go hide by the tunnel to take out their opponents when they come out.
Storm has to run up, make sure make sure the music doesn't hit before he gets there.
God.
Hold their
They have
ears
their-
for the
Yeah.
pyro.
No pyro even happened.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
that was going to be really funny. So yes, we get AMW versus Team 3D here with Brother Runt at ringside.
I feel like we've seen this match a lot.
hmm
Yeah, I feel like Team 3D hadn't been in for very long, but I feel like we've seen this one about 4 or 5 times already, in some way or another.
Yeah, they're just kind of throwing it out there with no real.
Devon needs to share some of his Morphoplex pills with America's Most Wanted. Their supply has clearly run dry.
Oh God.
God, Bubba looks so ghostly white compared to everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, this was not the time of his career where he needed to have a brother of another race.
Like even compared to America's Most Wanted, like they're
I know. Yeah.
yeah, like everyone.
Oh my God, but he takes a superplex.
Just imagine him next to Gail. Gail is like Asian and super tan at the same time too. So yeah, she did not miss a session at the tanning bed at this point in.
She sure didn't. Oh my God.
Oh,
She is
good lord.
white bronze.
She is quite the smoke show at this point.
Mhm.
Well, at any point, really.
Well,
Oh,
things
here come the
change pretty quick.
weapons. Yep. A
Well,
lot happened during that commercial break.
Look at Devon.
He's about to Gary Sheffield it.
Oh God.
oh.
Yes.
Oh, was that
He
a
just hit him with a keyboard.
keyboard? God.
Keys went everywhere. That was like an old school computer keyboard.
Oh, those early 2000s keyboards were heavy too. You know that hurt.
Okay, run her off.
Brother Ray was just jabbing the crutch into Chris Harris's crotch, by the way.
I think the keyboard has done some damage to the top of Mr. Harris's head.
I would assume so.
I do think somebody gets color in this match, so it might be him.
You can read QWERTY across his forehead.
Bubba not getting color in this match because he has no pigment in his skin.
Bubba's biggest rival, Melanin.
God. It's rock bottom.
Bubba versus Mel.
Yeah, Brother Ray just hit the bubble bottom.
He's such a slob pulling up his
Oh.
pockets.
Love how he just chunks the kendo stick.
I hope at some point he just randomly collapses because of that too. By the way,
Oh Lord.
Ron's got a driver. By the way,
Oh, that could have ended so badly.
Oh my God. Because
so the
Good
trash
Lord.
can lid on the twat with a.
A trash can lid on the twat.
That could have very easily ended like who was it that smacked the guy with the baseball bat on accident?
Oh yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, he just absolutely nailed him with it. That was a TNA thing, wasn't it? An Impact.
Yeah, it was Eddie Edwards that got hit by
Oh shit!
God,
Was it
what's his
Callahan?
name? Yeah. I want to call him Solomon Grundy for some reason.
it's true.
Very similar aesthetic.
He was Solomon Crow in NXT. I think
That's why. I knew there was a Solomon somewhere in there.
For
He
the
was
few
Solomon
appearances-
Crow.
For the few appearances he does make, yes, that was his name.
Yeah.
The great hacker gimmick of
He's-
NXT.
Yeah, he's a
He's
chaotic
kinda-
punk hacker.
He's kind of the poster child for going to NXT. It doesn't work for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Him and Juice Robinson.
Yep.
Juice has had an incredible career out of NXT.
Mhm. Sure has. Hell, Cardona's have had a probably better career in Impact than he has at WWE at this point,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
or just even in this whole indie run that he's done throughout the last however many years. They have an argument about which weapon they're going to hit Devon with, the beer bottle or the trash can. And of course, he hits the trash can. And 3D.
3D.
Oh, he took that weird. He
Yeah, he
landed on his knees.
He didn't trust.
He also
his-
landed face first, too, though. I don't like that. I mean, I think they may be teasing something with Storm and Harris, but I don't like that they're kind of presenting them as goofs that would make that kind of faux pas
Yeah.
of a match.
Yeah.
Not a bad little brawl, though.
If you're gonna split them up, there's better ways of doing it.
Mhm. And I guess Planet Jarrett has pretty much ceased to be a thing because they don't really do anything with or for Jarrett much anymore.
Yeah.
Jarrett and Steiner are just kind of themselves. So
We're
BG
getting the James Gang partner.
Mhm. We will see who the James Gang got to be their brother. Bet you'll never figure out who it is, guys.
I know, so I'll keep quiet.
I would like to think that Billy Gunn has never owned a shirt and he just walks around shirtless everywhere.
At least not sleeves. He's definitely never had
Hell,
a shirt with
mm,
sleeves.
If I look like that, I
What?
probably would too.
What the hell is that tattoo he's got on his?
Their partner is Abyss.
Brother Runt.
Brother Ron's going to
he
get
did,
his ass
he
kicked.
did like he did a diving push.
Oh, that's his move, man. That's his signature. The headbutt.
And it makes an unnecessary
Oh.
little bad for no reason.
Always.
Yeah, if you ever played the old SmackDown versus Raw game, that Spike Dudley headbutt is irreversible.
It is. Absolutely is. 100%.
OP.
That and the like clothesline tackle that Batista did in those games was just absolutely irreversible.
The
I remember
number of
those games
controllers
that
that
did,
almost got broken at mine and Logan's house because of those moves.
I remember I was making would create a character where it was like my strike sequence, I would be like Shinchi. It was just all kicks because they would go so fast and no one could stop you. So I'd do like heel kick, side kick, spinning heel kick.
Oh,
Right,
meeting
here's
time.
the company
meeting
meeting.
time, boys.
Captain Underpants Eric.
I like that we got a.
Thank
I
you
like that
all
we
for
got.
being out here.
I like the fact we got a small bit of red carpet for Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Larry. He's just very formally.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do hexagonal carpet, so we've got a square
They
one.
did. BG James with the t-shirt tucked into the track pants. Immigration reform issue. Jesus, yeah.
Oh. He says basically if they don't work, they don't get paid. So.
They can get a job at the Jiffy Lube.
Yep, he does say they could give a job for the Jiffy Lube. That is correct.
Butterball.
Oh,
He calls Demore Butterball. Yep, he just
there
disbanded
goes
Team
Team
Canada. Yep.
How does that work? How does the authority figure like this band is stable? Like, you can't build a team anymore.
Nope. Yep.
Took their license.
They are donezo. Gone.
They are history.
Wow.
Then he tells us that AMW is going to get a title shot at the pay-per-view, but it's going to be a 6-man. It's going to be Gale and AMW versus Daniels, Styles, and their mystery giant.
Miss
Trunchbull.
Miss Trumbull.
Yeah, the Trunchbull.
Trunchbull.
They earned that
Is
title
it
shot
still
by
for
being
the
beaten
tag
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, still for the tag
Yeah.
titles. It's just a mixed tag 6-man. Yeah, it's still for the tag titles. They just
They seem pretty happy. They seem pretty happy about things.
You're so short, I can't find you, Earl.
Earl's face.
I'm here.
Was he cross-eyed right there? What was going on?
Oh God.
Who's gonna get fired?
Yeah, so this is gonna be the tease of pretty much one of these 3 guys was gonna get fired. It was just a matter of which one.
This feels like the beta version of The Apprentice, but I think it was going at this point.
Oh my God! Imagine Scott Steiner on The Apprentice.
Oh. Putting Trump in the Steiner recliner.
I'd pay for that.
So Cornette talks about how long him and Hebner have been friends. Then he starts kind of blessing him out for screwing Christian Cage at Slammiversary. And he says, "Your ass is fired." So he fires him.
Oh no.
Eric Young high-fiving people.
Yeah, Eric Young is over the moon.
He's so happy.
I don't get
Earl
to hang
Hebner
out with my
finds
friends
this in
anymore.
shockwaves in the locker room.
Jeff Jarrett's happy too. He's just he's glad he can get fired.
Earl goes directly back to WWE, doesn't he?
No, he still hangs around.
Oh, does he? Okay.
No, he never goes back.
He never goes back?
No.
I thought he did.
No.
Yeah, it's like Bad Blood, I think, right?
Huh.
Yeah, he was selling like knockoff T-shirts out of the back
Yeah.
of his car, and Vince didn't like that. And
That's what you get for selling knockoffs. You gotta sell the real shit.
But yeah, he referees in TNA till 2017. So
Was there a Hebner in WWE?
I think Dave,
Like his son? Okay.
Oh, Brian's who you're thinking of. He was around.
That's
for a while.
okay. I knew there was a Hebner.
I want to say he doesn't hang around too much further after what's his face gets fired, or Earl gets fired too. So Apparently,
So Larry's getting put in a match.
yeah. Apparently he has a special contract, and if he breaches it, he will be fired. So he said he can either have a match with Raven at Victory Road, or
Well, let's say, Luce, he doesn't just get a match; he gets the match.
Yep, hair versus hair with Raven.
This is not either of these hairs is not the most valuable. Like neither guy's gonna be horribly affected. Like Larry is like an old man, and Raven is like, oh no, Raven, don't shave his head; he'll look terrible.
Yeah, neither man is particularly hirsute at this point.
His greasy hair soaked in snot. If he gets that shaved off, he'll like he cares so much about his personal appearance.
Yeah, Raven will only look worse. That's the only thing he can look at this point.
Yeah, but I say this is somebody who's also got the old bald spot at the back of the head. Yes, it needs to go, Larry. Sorry.
I came to terms with that a while ago. I now just fully shave my head.
Cornette and Larry that's a fun pairing though. Like them.
Oh yeah, they could definitely play off each other very well. Absolutely.
Ooh, a shot at Vince McMahon and Triple H there. Giving the title to your son-in-law.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Which you can hear about that segment on the Ruthlessly Aggressive podcast.
Hey.
From a while ago. That episode was a good bit ago, but you can find it in the archives on the North-South Connection. Basically, he's saying he doesn't like Jeff Jarrett, and he doesn't want to
so
give
many
him
words.
Yeah. So he doesn't want to give him the belt, but it's only the right thing. The stupid thing is he gives him the belt and then doesn't put him in a match at the pay-per-view.
So they do all this whole thing just to like give him the belt anyway.
Yep.
Great.
He basically says his hands are tied. He can't really give it back to Christian, but
Christian's face. He said
Christian is thinking this is just bullshit, Jim.
So right now he's making a 4-way at the Victory Road pay-per-view, a #1 contendership to the NWA World Title, and it's going to be Joe, Steiner, Christian, and Sting. So,
Sting, a person who says every single time he's on, he doesn't care about winning the title.
You're about to say, yeah, for a man who doesn't want to win the title, there seems to be an awful lot of title matches or #1 contender.
His reverse psychology is working here. He's like, I don't want the title. Like, oh, all right, you'll win.
All right, damn it, I'll give you the belt, damn it. Please don't book me to be champion.
Like, shouldn't you just show up to the match with like a baseball bat and just go after Jeff Jarrett? Like, not care what to resolve the matches? Just try and maim him?
Try and maim him.
Yeah, like, he's like, I don't care about the title. I'm just trying to get rid of Jeff Jarrett. Like, you're doing a really awful job at it.
You should come out every week and just beat his ass with a baseball bat.
Right. My #1 goal is to rid TNA of Jeff Jarrett, only by legal and ethical means.
If I have to take the title from him, so be it. I don't really want it, but I'll take it from him.
Yeah, he's in reverse psychology.
That belt has never looked more like a toy than it does with him holding it with one hand.
Here come the bottles.
Yep, and they're throwing.
This is the part where we're supposed to say Jeff Jarrett is such a good heel, and he gets so much heat. Sure. So great at what he does.
We did kind of praise him the last couple of episodes.
Yeah.
I feel like he is annoying and obnoxious, and he is overbearing in this promotion, but he is kind of the straw that stirs the drink. So, for the most part,
He opened the door for people like MJF to be the overheels.
God, that shirt Christian's wearing is fucking abysmal.
Well, so which one is the worst shirt though?
Jarrett, there's nothing worse than that. But Christian's is closer than it should be.
Oh, we're gonna have an impromptu tag match.
God. Them and these button downs taking them off. I feel like I'm on Bourbon Street watching some frat boys about to throw down.
Oh,
There you go, Sting. About time, God damn it.
he did the ear clap. He did the whack.
And just shove Scott Steiner.
Steiner's
Steiner, know your marks,
Out the
man.
way, Scott.
Learn, the X is on the carpet
Right.
for you where you're supposed to stand.
That's
Stage
that
left,
six-sided
Scott,
ring.
stage left.
That six-sided ring throwing off Big Papa Pump.
Oh, and there's Joe.
Oh, shit.
Coquina clutch.
My God.
All right.
I can't say I love the fact that we're getting like replays of what happened on the episode we just watched at the end of these episodes now, though.
Yeah, that happens for a while, doesn't it? That gets very annoying.
Yeah, I think,
It was also part of a preview because they were saying on the next episode of Impact.
yeah. But I'm not sure I like that movement.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's any announcement that I didn't really mention there, but I'm pretty sure everything we said already. So
No,
Team
got laid
K.
out in Corny's State of the Union there.
yeah, basically LAX has to wrestle or they're gonna get fired. Raven and Zbyszko are having a hair match at Victory Road 2006. Team Canada got disbanded. Earl Hebner got fired for the Orlando Screwjob anniversary. And then AMW gets the 6-man intergender title match, of course. The 4-way for the NWA World Title, number 1 contendership, and then obviously Jeff gets the belt back. But Jake, what did you think of that second episode?
I'm a little down on it. I think we had a few fun matches like that. Eric Young was entertaining throughout the whole thing, but I didn't really dig the whole. I like Cornette and he's very entertaining, but just the whole idea of coming out and just announcing all this stuff with no real I don't know, rather than just let things play out, them just coming back, we're doing this, and this. I don't know. I thought that last segment was kind of a dud in certain ways, so I'm probably gonna drop it to maybe let's go a 5, like kind of just a average Impact. Even though things are happening, it's just kind of like they're just saying they're happening instead of, it's just like Cornette telling us what's going to be going down.
I always don't like the episodes that end on a segment rather than a match. I feel like it's just like you get so excited watching the matches and then it's just like this. And it was super long. That also hurt it a little bit. So I definitely get where you're coming from. But Ben, what did you think of that second episode?
Yeah, it's a definite step down from the first episode. And like you just said, I always hate it doesn't matter what the wrestling shows, if it ends on a segment, especially when it begins with a segment, it's just like, it was just a very meh episode. So yeah, I think 5 sounds about right.
All right, Lewis, what about you?
Same thoughts on that. I think it was right middle of the road as far as episodes go. So I'd also give it a 5, and for those same reasons. Like there's too much segment time at the beginning and the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with all of those points. We'll move on to awards now. Jake, who would you have as your MVP for these 2 episodes?
I think I have to give Eric Young a nod because he was consistently entertaining throughout the whole thing. I'll go with Eric Young. I don't know if he's really it, but he's the one that's on my mind right now.
No, I mean, if he stood out to you, that's a perfectly good choice, and I do somewhat agree with that. Ben, who would you have as your MVP?
Yeah, I've got to go with you. I'm just so entertained that it only gets better from here.
Lewis, what about you?
I think it would honestly be Eric Young because he was the only person both shows to get like serious crowd involvement and chance for him. So I think Eric Young did a good job at commanding the spotlight the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I was gonna say he really stole the show for sure. LVP Lewis, who would you have as that?
Let's go with Simon Diamond and the Diamonds in the Rough, just because they were on TV.
I gotcha. Ben, what about you?
Either the Diamonds of the Rough or the TNA sign writers.
Okay, I got you. Jake, who would you have as your LVP?
BG James easily for that stupid Yo Mama thing. Oh God.
Oh yeah,
He's the
whoever came up
worst.
with the Yo Mama
The
segment,
worst.
definitely LVP.
It's probably him.
At least BG's were kind of funny. Bubba's were just awful.
Yeah, both of them. That whole segment was awful.
Yeah. We're gonna undersell the Yo Mama segment because we had the volume turned down. Jake had to listen to it.
I just.
Best match, probably pretty clearly the X Division title match where Senshi took the belt. I'm guessing everyone, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jake, what was your best moment of the 2 shows?
I guess that's like the biggest moment there. I'm trying to think. There's not any specific. Like I'm trying to think. Like Eric Young, it wasn't like one thing he did. It was just his consistent goofing around was pretty good.
His campaign
but I guess
for not getting fired.
Right. But I'd probably go Shinshi winning the belt because it's a big moment. And they did a good job like shooting that whole thing with Steiner kind of lurking in the background. So I'll go with that.
I got you. Ben, what about you?
I'm going to go with the EY celebration when he realized he wasn't the one getting fired.
That was very good as well. Lewis, what about you?
I think Senshi winning the belt. Like anytime there's a title change on TV, that's pretty important.
And ending Joe's reign is definitely a cog.
Yeah.
Where Joe will head in the future, of course. But Lewis, any great values that you really stood out to you?
Oh, Mrs. Trunchbull, whatever the Matilda character's name is, the great value Trumbull.
I gotcha. Ben, what about you?
Miss Trunchbull, and I know I mentioned it already, or TNA nicking the WCW idea of the spontaneous signs that seem to be all in exactly the same font and pen color.
Exactly. Jake, what about you?
I'm gonna go with EY as like a Disney, like a Sweet Life and Zack and Cody, like the older brother, some kind of character like that.
This is their older brother, Billy.
Yeah, like a cartoon character.
He's got some serious Spencer from iCarly vibes.
Oh, yeah. Cousin Billy came in from Nova Scotia, so but yeah, that'll wrap up awards for us. Jake, I'll go to you first. What do you have to plug?
Yeah, Ruthlessly Aggressive podcast on the North-South Connection. Moving towards Bad Blood 03. We're in the Mr. America saga, if you want to relive that with Zach Gowen and Mr. America and Vince being a psychopath. Got that going on. We did a new YouTube roulette that should be dropping soon, or I think maybe it did already. I believe that did drop. We watched some, a random assortment of matches. It's hard for me to remember because those all just blend together for me.
The randomness of it all and the tomfoolery we get up to throughout that, of course.
Right. So check that out.
I got you. Ben, what about you?
So on Chicken Salad, we just recorded. Well, I say just recorded. It might already be out by now. The July episode, which was for the Great American Bash of 2004. We're going through all the big hitters that we haven't done in the previous 3 years. So yeah, Great American Bash 2004, and then we're going to be recording Road Wild 1998 coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Lewis, I believe you have a new social media to tell us about, but plug all your social medias.
So you can follow me on Twitter at Lewis Maynard, and you can follow me on Instagram and now Threads at Lewis_Maynard. Because I made myself a Threads account.
Lewis, get it right. Remember, it's not Twitter now; it's the X.
Oh, that's right. Because Elon wanted to throw away a $40 billion worth of free marketing.
Oh, our dear boy Elon. Good Lord. Oh, yes, the X has taken over the bird, so no more bird. Unless you're like me and randomly still have it for some reason. But
I still have the bird because my app hasn't updated. Yeah,
I gotcha. But yeah, the bird is going to be no more eventually. But just on top of what they've plugged already, Starflation's another pod that Ben and I do with Callum, looking at the 5-star matches from Dave Meltzer, kind of re-rating them based on the new 7-star scale that he has. Who's Next is a current day NXT pod I do with Andy Atherton. We just had a pod or catch-up episode of that released. We covered about 9 different shows, so that was a marathon pod to record with him, but it was fun at the same time. Talking Docs is a pod on the North-South Connection where we talk about documentaries. That's me, Jennifer Smith, and Roger Morissette. And then Linking Up Lucha is looking at Lucha Underground, so that's a new one that's kind of come out. We've recorded the 2nd episode. Should be recording the 3rd episode pretty soon. And I'm obviously a rotating guest, aka permanent co-host on Crock and Roll now. Sean kind of strong-armed me into that one, but that has been enjoyable so far. We're about to talk about Starcade 86, so looking forward to that one. But everyone, thank you for joining us as always, and we will see you next time.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Just like the light of a new day, it hit me from out of the blue, breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free, flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. This is too good to be true. Look at me, falling for you.